Hi everyone, and welcome to another 5-Minute Friday. I am your host, Andy Smith with A&N Mortgage, and this week I'm joined by Shannon Lucas, who is a real estate broker with Coldwell Banker Downers Grove. Shannon, welcome to 5-Minute Friday.
Hi Andy, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. All right, well, I'll get our 5-minute timer started. Here it is. And this week we're going to be talking about some social media tips for buyers. Now, we should, full disclosure, Shannon, before you were a realtor, you used to work in social media, so very skilled to answer some of these questions. So I guess my first question is, how do you think social media can support, we'll start with buyers first. How do you think it supports buyers?
With social media, you're going on there to look at a different perspective of a property. So
Right.
Social media gives buyers and sellers that kind of behind the scenes look of how a space can be used, how current owners are using it. Because before social media, really the only pictures the market had access to was whatever was posted on the listing, whether that be the
Right.
broker website, the Redfins, Realtors.coms, any of those. So with social media, we're really putting the power back into the hands of the buyers and sellers of, okay, I'm making a good dinner. Like, let me show the prep space that this kitchen has allowed. I'm enjoying a glass of wine on my balcony. Like, look at this view I have. So it kind of, like I said, gives you that behind the scenes look of things that might not be as tailored as when a professional photographer comes in to do the official photos.
So in terms of getting some of those more organic photographs noticed, do you have some tips for, I guess, more sellers in that respect? Do you have some tips on how to get those noticed?
Hashtags are a great way, but hashtags are a double-edged sword. We love them because it increases exposure, but oftentimes we see people going overboard. Like, okay, I need to have, I think the maximum is 50 hashtags per post right now on Instagram. So, okay, I've got to use all 50. And that is not best practice, just because although it's going to increase your reach, that reach is going to be worldwide.
So you've mentioned Instagram already. Would you say there are certain platforms that are better than others for this type of kind of buying, selling?
Yeah, I think it depends on who your target audience is. Obviously, the younger generations are using TikTok more, which is great because it's a great visual platform. But if you're reaching kind of that second, third time home buyer, they're not necessarily going to be on TikTok as often.
Right.
Utilizing Facebook and Instagram, I would recommend, are the two platforms with the greatest reach, just because they've been around the longest. And you're just going to get a more diverse demographic.
Right. That's a great point, kind of targeting what you're doing to the kind of perceived age group that you're marketing your property to, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you have a rental property in a college town, then yes, creating those little videos on TikTok would be a great way to get that audience.
Definitely. I was going to kind of relate it to that. I'm guessing as a realtor, if you are working with buyers and sellers, are you hoping that they're also consulting with you when they're using some of these methods?
Absolutely. I mean, working in social media, I was in it for 4.5 years. Am I the best at it? No. Have I created a Super Bowl commercial? Am I doing big campaigns? No. But it's the little things that are going to get your property seen and discovered on the internet.
So I'd love to sum up 5-Minute Fridays with the top tips. What are your top tips for a buyer or a seller, or both, who are looking to use social media to support their property journey?
Shoot first, think second. Take that photo first, because you're never going to regret having a big catalog and library of photos and video content if you go that route. You'd rather have too many that you're going to go ahead and delete than be scrambling.
Well, I think that's our 5-minute timer right here in the background. Shannon, thanks so much for providing that insight. There's something different that maybe we haven't talked about so much in real estate. So I'm glad that you are merging your careers to help those of us that maybe aren't so experienced with social media. Thanks very much for joining us, and we'll have you back again soon to talk about something else.
Thank you so much, Andy. I appreciate it.
If you are looking to finance a new home, second home, investment property, or refinance your current home, contact me today.